Hey guys, if you've ever been heartbroken by a woman, you know the words I love you don't necessarily mean she love you. Because sometimes she's so sweet you can't believe you got so lucky. And other times she's a cold fish torturing your soul. And you're like, does she actually really love me or not so much? Now the truth is, men and women fall in love and express love differently. Men and women are different. Dare I say that in this day and age? So let's explore these things women do when she truly loves you, why you can't rely on I love you, and how to get and keep a keeper. Welcome to Just the Tip Tuesday. Okay, so this is a long list, and not every woman who truly loves you is going to display all of these qualities, but the more of these traits she does have, the more likely she does love you. 1. She lights up when she sees you. For example, did you like that? If your girl goes from resting bitchy face to fluttering falsies and twinkly eyes, that's a good sign. Hint, did you know that pupils dilate, expand when we feel amorous toward the person we're with? So if she's giving you big doe eyes, that's a good sign she loves you. 2, she smiles more around you and or laughs more around you or laughs at your jokes. If she is giggly, and you may not know this because if she's always giggly and smiling around you, then you don't know a difference in her personality with other people. But if she's laughing and smiling and giggling around you a lot, then that's a pretty good sign that she really enjoys being around you. As well, if she laughs at your corny jokes, that's a good sign that she's feeling amorous toward you. Extra bonus point if she tells you, hey, tell the story about the skunk that went into the bar, because she knows it makes you happy to tell that story. Huge green flag. 3, she wants to know everything about you, not because she's insecure or wondering what you're up to, but because she wants to know you better than anybody else has known you before. She's trying to get emotionally closer to you, intimacy, as long as she's not just trying to get information to use it against you. Which brings us to number 4. She wants to make you happy. So part of her wanting to get to know you and everything about you, about your feelings and experiences, is because she wants to avoid the things that actually hurt you. She wants to make you happy. For example, let's say you're a little insecure about your muscularly challenged calves. She doesn't tease you about it, but if you bring it up, she says, you're perfect for me. God made you especially perfect for me. I love your body. Number 5. She sacrifices for you. Now, everyone in a relationship is going to compromise for the other person at some point in time, or at least they should. But if she truly loves you, sometimes she's going to actually sacrifice for you. What is sacrifice? Sacrifice is one person loses, the other person gains. Compromise is when both lose a little bit and gain a little bit. Sacrifice is all for you. So, for example, let's say you had plans for Friday night, but your buddy from high school or college or uni shows up and it's kind of unexpected and he's only here for one night and they're having a get together. She says, babe, I have you all the time. Go and catch up with your friend. That is sacrifice. A minor sacrifice, but still counts. Number 6, she makes an effort with people you care about. You're important to her, so the people that are important to you are important to her. Example, let's say she's not so keen on that group of friends, but you want her to come with you. So she goes with you and tries to make an effort. Which brings us to number 7. She your BFF. She's your best friend. Whether you're having a stellar day or a crap day, she wants to share in life's experiences with you and be there for you. You feel comfortable and at ease with her, even if you're not really doing anything. Number 8, she encourages and supports your goals. So she is your biggest cheerleader, especially on the days where you might feel a little discouraged or disheartened about your progress or what's happening or obstacles and difficulties. She knows how important your goals are, So she helps you remember how strong you are on the days where you're not feeling that driven or that strong. Number 9, she accepts your flaws and weaknesses. She knows you're not perfect. She knows she's not perfect. She helps you not focus so much on your flaws when you really shouldn't. Example, maybe you think you're not smart enough to handle that upgrade course. She's like, babe, I know you can do it. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for. And all you can do is try. That's a winning statement. Ladies, if you're watching, deliver more of the winning statements. It means a lot. Now, fellas, stick with me because there is a time where she will focus on your flaws, and that's actually a good thing. But for now, number 10, she defends your honor. If someone's talking trash about you, she sticks up for you, especially if you're not even there. Now, you may not know about this, but sometimes you might find out. Maybe a friend says, man, Julie's really got your back. Ashley's really got your back. That's true love. Number 11, she makes you and your feelings a priority. This isn't to say she always puts your needs ahead of her own. Nuh-uh, that would be unhealthy. But she does consider your feelings and makes them important. And your feelings are definitely more important than anyone outside the relationship. Example, let's say some of her friends aren't quite sure about you just yet. She's like, sorry, Sheila, this is my man. Don't disrespect him. Maybe she doesn't say it like that, but she says, hey, he's my man. 12 is nurturing, but not mothering or smothering. If you're sick, she make you noodle soup or does something else kind for you. But she doesn't get on your case about doing all that outside work in the rain, not properly dressed for the weather. Mothering. 13. She appreciates your efforts and doesn't take you for granted. Example, when you pay for a meal, whether it's the first time or the 50th time or the 500th time, she is graciously appreciative. Thank you so much. Even better, if she mentions it later, when it's not even in the moment, she brings it up. Hey, babe, I just want to let you know, I really appreciate that you pick up the tab for dinners. I know I cook at home, or I know I buy the groceries or whatever, but it really makes me feel feminine when you are so chivalrous. She says that later on. She's extra thinking about how much she appreciates you. Now that might be a sign she truly loves you. 14. Okay, here's a surprisey one. She calls you out on bad behavior. What? I know. Sometimes you are sabotaging yourself and you don't even know it. So she gently calls you out on behaviors that are not serving you, never mind her, but they're not serving you. Then that's actually a sign she might really love you. She wants to see you do your best. She doesn't want to see you falter and, I was going to say, get down on yourself. Yeah, I'll just leave that one alone. Anyway, let's say, you've been looking for a job, and I've used this one a lot, but it's because it's so common. And maybe you're wearing your sweaty sweats a little too often, and you kind of are giving up on yourself a little bit. Maybe she says something like, example, babe, you'd feel a lot better if you got back to the gym. Or if you're really feeling sensitive about it, sensitive and insecurities, she might be even more tender and sneaky in a loving way and say, I'd really love to go for a hike this weekend. Would you come with me? Bonus extra points if she says, you can save me from the cougars, so I'm not the only one out there. I think cougars. So if she does that in a subtle way so you don't feel like she's criticizing you or unsatisfied with where you're at, it's because she actually loves you. She cares about you and your well-being. And along those lines, number 15 is she subtly shares her suggestions that are for your well-being. When you're struggling with a decision or direction, she tries to find out what matters to you, not so much how it'll affect her. Now, obviously, you want to be doing some of these things for your lady too, or other things that she needs, but this is what we show each other when we really love the other person. Where does this come from? It comes from respect, of course. All right, let's move on. Let's use an example on that one. You're trying to decide, because you do care about her, you're trying to decide if you want to take this job that's kind of a longer commute from where you are right now, whether or not you guys are living together. And she knows that you actually would do really well by choosing to take this job. She might say something like, hey babe, I work from home. I can feel at home anywhere as long as I'm with you. That covers a lot of these check marks. Self-sacrifice, or at least compromise. She's going to have to move, potentially, and seeing what's in your best interest. Number 16, she's vulnerable with you. Here's what I mean by that. She shares her insecurities, vulnerabilities, fears, and inadequacies with you because she trusts you with that information. For example, let's say she's a little insecure about putting on a few extra pounds, or maybe she's getting older and she's insecure about aging, or the new young girl at the office. Common insecurities with women. Instead of acting out or taking her insecurities out against you in some passive aggressive way that you can't figure out, she just tells you how she feels because, number 17, she trusts you with her secrets. Whether it's about her flaws that she thinks she has or things that she's done in the past that she regrets or is ashamed of, she's okay with sharing that information with you because you've displayed and proven to be gentle and tender and understanding, knowing we all have flaws and we've all done things in the past that we probably wouldn't do over again. At the same time, number 18, she's afraid of losing you. Not because she's insecure and doesn't think she could get somebody else, but because she can't imagine life without you. For example, let's say you work a dangerous job with a lot of chemicals and you work long hours. She's going to want to make sure you get enough sleep so that you don't put yourself at risk. So it's not just about losing you to someone else, but it's also about wanting to make sure that you stick around long enough to be with her in the golden years because she wants to be with you in the golden years. Okay, and I'm going to give you the biggest sign that she probably loves you. And then I'm going to share with you why you can't rely on I love you. Number 19, she sticks with you through rough times. That's a big one. Now, again, that's not to say she becomes apathetic if there's something that can be done to remedy the situation, but she does try to encourage you instead of criticizing, condemning, or judging you. Okay, now, when I love you is and isn't a good sign that she truly loves you. All right, a lot of you are guilty of this one. If you say, I love you to her first, she might just say it back to avoid an awkward situation, hoping that she'll truly feel that way one day. Wait, there's more. If you're always the one to say, I love you first, this may still apply unless she also displays many of the traits in the list I've just given you. Some women have a hard time saying those words. Some men have a hard time saying those words. But don't rely on the words in and of themselves if they're not actions accompanying those words to support them. As well, she might say I love you or use some of these traits in a manipulative way to make you think she loves you if she's emotionally damaged and she wants attention, forgiveness, or favors. Now, if you've ever had your heart broken, stomped on, without any consideration, you know what I'm talking about. But there actually are really good women out there. I know, it's crazy, but it's true. You just need to know how to find, attract, and keep them. And how to do that is by getting my Wake Up to Love program. It'll give you the step-by-step map to the love meadow. It's not easy. There's a ton of homework. It's not for the faint of heart, but it is worth it. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing changes if you don't change. Thanks for being here. God bless.